Welcome, Libra, to your June astrology. I hope all is well with you. My name is Keisha. I am the owner of A Way of Life. I am a career and business coach using astrology. Before we get into it, family, if you could please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell so that you can be notified every time we go live. And share this information if you find it helpful, or you think that somebody else would find this information helpful. Please share this information as we are trying to grow our community. We would love to have you join us. All right, Libra. Mercury goes direct on June 3rd. If you and your partner was not in agreement with how to raise money or pay bills or savings or invest, now you'll come to an agreement. This could also be like the continuation of learning astrology, getting a reading, counseling, or overcoming some kind of fear or addiction. Yeah, like changing and healing from any childhood trauma coming up for you here. You're finally, well, not finally. You're either transforming from that because everybody's going to be at different levels, and you're finally overcoming that. Or again, you're in the continuing processes of healing from any childhood trauma. And you can be doing that by way of using the divinations, which is astrology, numerology, palmistry, etc. Okay. A secret could have been revealed, or some deep research reveals something that helps you in some way. So if this is not you and a partner having some kind of disagreement with bills and payments and investments and all that other stuff, you did the research and found out for yourself, because this is the house of Scorpio. This also rules studying money, the psychology of money, how to make money. And Scorpio gives you that focus to go ahead and do the research or do what it takes to be able to build wealth, investments, pay bills, raise money, any kind of contracts, agreements, loans, even here, or some kind of saving. So multiple streams of income that allows you to get out of poverty. Essentially, that could be something else you were healing from your childhood trauma. Maybe you grew up in poverty, and it's something that you've been trying to overcome, but not for any other reason other than the fact that you were determined to understand what it meant to be wealthy. Why are you this way? And as you deepen your knowledge and understanding of that, you understood how to break free from the confines of having a poverty thought consciousness. Okay. This could also be if you could have made any changes around your travel plans or education. For any kind of reason, honestly. I mean, something could have come up that forced you to do these things. Or it could have been the retrograde and it was something on their end that was delayed in some way, shape, or form around your education or any kind of travel plans, where you had to change things around a little bit. And now you might finally be coming out of that, or at least gotten some information about it. Maybe for a while it's been like, this reminds me of like the sweepstakes stuff. I don't know if anybody has ever won some damn travel tickets, and then you got to go through this whole process just to get your damn tickets. With the pandemic, God, it was horrible. It was a nightmare trying to get people on the line. And so now you might finally be getting some responses about that. Um, I know people who have planned things during the pandemic as far as any kind of travel plans, and they've got stalled for whatever reasons, especially if you're doing like a boat trip or something like that, because everything shut down. And so now you can be getting some resolve, some answers around those types of things. Um, and the same with any education, but it might have been a short course or something like that. Because I'm pretty sure colleges were still open. Everything was just remote. Okay. On the 11th, Venus will conjunct Uranus. This could be a sudden windfall or loss of money, a psychological breakthrough, a crisis or healing from a crisis, or just healing in general. It doesn't have to be a crisis. A surprise pregnancy. Taurus. Yeah, this is the eighth house still. So, yeah. People could be paying you back too, or money that they owed you from, or you're paying off debt. Or you get a loan or an inheritance that's given to you out of the blue unexpectedly. Or this could also be like you getting off the system. So again, just going back to the actually you figured out a way to get passive income. So you don't have to live off the system anymore, right? This is breaking free from that poverty thought consciousness or poverty living even. A rags to riches story, if you will. Okay. And then on the 18th, Venus will square Saturn. So anytime we're talking about a square and Saturn, it's very intense, tight, and Saturn wants you to be more responsible, mature, and structure. It wants you to get more structure in your life, in some area of your life. So this could mean that you slow down on recreational spending, you cancel a vacation or extracurricular activities, or extracurricular activities for a child specifically, or you pay it, but it hurts because it's so much money. This could be experiencing difficulties with the child or your firstborn specifically. Even if they are older, it just might be like, if they're older, they're going through some difficulties in their life, and you having to watch them do it because they want to do it on their own. They don't want you to help. Could be, that could be difficult for you to accept. Because who really wants to see their children struggle, especially if you got all this passive income and you work so hard to get this money so that you could help your kids. And now that you finally accomplish your goals and could you imagine that your child turned you down because they're like, no, I want to learn on my own? Get the fuck out of here. I would not see something like that happening, but if it does, oh my God, please leave it in the comments. I would want to hear about that. But it could be something like that going on here. You could find a hidden talent at this time, and you're gonna need some discipline to get the benefits of it, the rewards of it. Or there's some kind of creative project that you're working on, but it's going to take some work for you to get it. And it's going to be long term. Whatever it is, it's going to be stable, but over a long period of time, it's going to take you to get some structure and discipline around it. Okay. If you're dating, boundaries, 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 boundaries. I can't express enough that Sagittarius is like Saturn. Sorry, I don't know why I just said Sagittarius. Saturn is like, yeah, where your boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. Yep, more values, self-worth. Really standing your ground on that. Or maybe you become celibate, or you refrain from dating at all. Or if you are dating, you could just be experiencing a lot of struggles with that person for any kind of reason. It doesn't have to be a bad reason. Maybe they want to go out and have more fun, and you're just like, maybe not there yet. You're like, because you're working on something, especially if you're working on saving, and again, that whole passive income type mentality. Maybe they're not on the same page with you, and it could be making the relationship a little difficult. Okay. If you have a business, you could be restructuring your business or becoming more efficient, training or mastering a skill, getting more disciplined and grounded in your business. And also, again, doing the same with your dating life. So even if you are struggling, you're going to get some kind of plan around that, some kind of structure around that to help you do it in a more efficient way, a more professional way, to be quite frank, with Saturn. Yeah, maybe perhaps you're looking for somebody who's looking for the same things you are when it comes to your business, or maybe that somebody has kids, right? And you're like, I mean, not that they have to, but it would be better off if they did, because then they would know why you couldn't do specific things, as opposed to somebody who didn't have any kids, or again, that they're working on the building an empire like you are, if that's something that you're doing. And it's just more relatable for them to understand, like, well, we're not going to be going out doing recreational things if we're trying to save our money to build an empire. Somebody who sees eye to eye with you, and you might not have found that right now, and it could be really stressful. Mhm. Okay, on the 22nd, Venus moves into Gemini. Gemini. Okay, so any financial situations will ease up for you at this time. You'll definitely become more focused on what brings you joy and pleasure when it comes to your spirituality, intellectual prowess, if you will, flirtation, even a little bit there, or your educational pursuits and travel endeavors. Positive outcomes for any teaching, publishing, broadcasting, and advertising projects you have going on. If you're thinking about learning a language or a culture, for sure, you're going to get something out of that that could change your view, your beliefs, or your philosophy in a major way. You could be dating someone from another country or religion, or someone who's very influential, because Sagittarius is like a teacher of a university or a guru even. And so maybe you meet somebody like that, and they end up, again, they're going to be on the same wavelength as you. So you're going to get what it is you're looking for. Saturn just might be like, forcing you to go through these more difficult situations so that you can get more structure and discipline within them. Now, if you're somebody who's already doing that, then you're already possibly experiencing finding better dates and all those other things that I just mentioned. Okay, on the 14th, the full moon in Sagittarius is square Neptune. This could be you letting go of old habits and routines that are not serving you anymore. This could be things coming to light around doctor's appointment, health issues, daily work routines, or your work environment. Oh, yes, I was just talking about this in all the other videos who had 6th house placements. So this is definitely about you releasing some of your workload. So if you are somebody who is working, you're getting a new job that's going to give you more freedom to help you release some of your workload so you can do more stuff for yourself or just focus more on yourself. If you've had a health issue, this obviously would have released a lot of your workload, and now you have to work around that in some way, shape, or form. Or you're changing your diets and health routines and regimens because of some kind of health issue. Or again, you're doing the doctor's appointments and you're learning about specific things that kind of been probably building up and that you need to get better in. So again, some kind of eating more healthy so you can get the things that maybe you might have been missing. Just health wise, it could be age wise. Maybe you're getting older and there's like, okay, you need to focus more on this kind of thing as opposed to that kind of thing because you're not as young anymore, right? It doesn't have to be something bad. It could just be something that's coming with time, right? That comes with time. So making sure you do your dentist, doctors, and all those things there. It's a great time to do those kind of checkups, especially if you haven't done them in a while. Now, if you don't work and you have a business, you're hiring more people so that you can get time back in your life so that you can focus on more things like taking care of your kids or doing all the things that you want to do that bring you desire. And just mental peace of mind, right? And so now you're just going to be the overseer of things, which lessens your workload. So hiring nannies and people to help clean or take the kids to the appointments or do those types of things. Changing your work environment so that you can focus on other things in your life. Now, if it's not you going through these things, this could be coworkers or the people that you employ who are also needing to do these things. And so you might have to give them time off to do those things as well and work around their schedules and kind of might change your daily environment and routines. Okie dokie. On the 28th, there's a new moon in Cancer that's going to square Jupiter. So there's a new opportunity for you in your career, or you're going in a whole new direction with your career entirely, or you're gaining more responsibilities from a promotion, a bigger position, more position. I don't want to say position of power, because I don't really think that that's what it's about, but like a manager, a boss, or something like that. You're becoming somebody who your responsibilities are going to change and your what's expected of you. This could also be like a parent, you working with a parent and you are dividing responsibilities or discussing responsibilities or who's responsible for what. Or these could be things that you learned from your father or a father figure or whoever the dominant parent is in your life. And you mastering some kind of skill or talent that you have that's like a promotion for you. If it's none of those things, um, again, you're just becoming more mature, more disciplined, and more responsible with something. Or again, you could be letting those things go entirely. But it doesn't have to be that you lost a job or something like that, although it could be. It could be more so like, again, you've gotten a promotion, so you don't have to do other things that you used to do, and it's going to change your workload in some way, shape, or form. Um, what else? Yeah, I feel like that's about it. That about covers it. If you're retiring, by the way, obviously that would change everything, right? Definitely lessening your responsibilities and stuff like that, and you doing a lot more traveling or whatever the fuck you want to do, right? Whatever people do when they retire. You could be retiring early too. With everything that's going on right now, there are a lot of people who are finding they have the opportunity to do that, and you start a new business, which is why your career direction changes, because maybe you're in a career that's just your career, but if you could start a business, boy, would you be doing something entirely different. That could also be another way this plays out as well. So Libra, I love and appreciate you. I hope you found this information helpful. Peace.